Welcome back to Poetry and
Yes. Welcome back to the channel. And listen, me people. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Because this is a movement, you know. This channel is a movement for the positivity of the Jamaican people. And we don't support criminals. Yeah, them can come and talk. I love when them come on my channel and talk things, you know. That we get to draw them out and we get to suppress them. And we get to find out who are the vampires among us. They are gliding into our crowds to destroy us. Because that is how the criminal elements are. They are in every upper echelons of society. They are in every part of society. And they try to stop every good movement that is set out for the positivity of the Jamaican people. So, big up to my subscribers, my loyal subscribers who have been with me from the start. Don't forget to share my videos. Keep the movement going. We need more subscribers to support the movements. And we are planning to start a movement for the police officers in Jamaica, because we have the movement of Indecom, Jamaica for Justice, supporting criminals. So therefore, we need to have a platform that supports police officers. And I'm also thinking about we can lobby for a department who supports police, just like how we have in Indecom and Jamaica for Justice supporting criminals. We need to have one that supports the police department apart from the police federation. So I am going to sit down with a few people and we need to try and work that out within ourselves. How can we support the police department in Jamaica? How can we support the movement, the positive movement that the police has now embarked upon under the instructions of Commissioner Blake, under the instructions of the Prime Minister? Remember, fighting crime is not a political thing. It's a Jamaican thing. So don't come around here with your PNP thing and your JLP thing. That is not what we are here for. The movement is not about that. The movement is for a crime-free Jamaica. The movement is one to support the police department in their bid to get rid of crime and violence out of Jamaica, to get rid of criminals out of Jamaica, and nothing else. So stay over this with your political thing. This is not a political agenda. And that is not what we are embarking over on this channel. Sometimes, some things are a cliche, So now they're saying that just because police are work hard and the police department has been taking out most of the dons in Jamaica, which is a must, as in order to reduce crime and violence in any nation, we have to cut off the neck of the snake. The neck of the snake, So we have to get rid of all of the dons them out of the community system. That's the first thing we have to do. Get rid of all of the dons them out of the community. And it would appear as if the Prime Minister Andrew Holness is not holding back. The Prime Minister Andrew Holness has given the police department the fuel to create that frenzy in the camps of these gunmen, so that the police is in a position now to dislocate their gangs and lay them to rest once and for all, so Jamaica can be free of criminals. No nation is ever free of criminals, but Jamaica needs to be free of the type of criminals that we have in Jamaica nowadays. The criminals who are a bane of Jamaica's existence. The criminals who are preventing the country from benefiting from tourism. The criminals that are preventing returning residents from coming home without worrying if they would be robbed and be unalived. Those are the type of criminals that we have to get out of the society. The bulby type of criminals, them. As soon as they rise up. So, the police now is up over the gas. And no, I have to say and no, they are threatening us again. Well, the police department are used to threats by now. We have been threatened for years and that has never deterred the police department. I mean, Indecom, the actions of Indecom have made a lot of police officers feel threatened as not to carry out their duties. I remember I did a video and I expressed my stance as it relates to crime and violence when I was a policeman and how I operate as it relates to criminals. And a man said to me, "Boy, Blake, it's a lucky thing that you left the organization because you would have been in trouble." A matter of fact, the statement was, "A lucky thing you run away, or else you probably would have been charged." I said, listen to me. I never run away from Jamaica. I stopped being a police officer because I was so shot and injured that it left me in a position that I could do nothing better. And I don't see policing being, I could not see my career as a policeman sitting behind a desk. I am not a pencil pusher and I will never be a pencil pusher. Because my belief is that fighting crime is not sitting behind a desk. You can't make sitting behind a desk, you can't make a boy run away. You can't stop a boy from committing a murder. You can't lock up a boy, and you can't gunshot a boy if him try gunshot you. And I'm not afraid to say that that was what kept me alive. Being out there on the street, getting rid of criminals, whether court send them to prison or send them to meet their maker. That was two options for them. And threats have been coming in the direction of policemen for years. I have been threatened a whole lot of times when I was serving, but that never stopped me at that time. As a matter of fact, I went and looked for whosoever threatened me and let them know that I have received the threats. Hopefully, when I went to inform them of the threat that I have received from them, if they try to harm me in any year, then the same force would have applied to them. Because when dirty boy at the road threaten police we go look for them. And police, and listen, any gunman or supporter of criminals who are listening to this right, you know, the police department is not backing from none of you. The police department will never let down their guards, and the police department will never take their foot off of the gas. It must be plain and obvious to you fools by now that the police department has finally have a commissioner of police, and now the government is supporting the police department and the people is supporting the police department. So Fiona threat cannot go anywhere anymore. So send as much threat as you want, but security forces' lives are in danger if they don't stop unaliving these gangsters. That has been going on for years, and that has never stopped us, and it will not stop us now. It will not stop us now. Some people are acting as if the police department has been radicalized and that police officers are unaliving people who are not trying to unalive them. People, open your eyes and see that by the police unaliving these gangsters, that's how the crime rate is going down. So it is full time that you see what is the result. What is the result of the actions of the police nowadays, and come to the conclusion that that is the only solution that's going to push Jamaica in a positive light as it relates to crime and violence. And that is to take the fight to these gunmen head on, foot on, hands on. Hands-on policing works in Jamaica, not behind a desk. Hands-on police, practical policing, intentional policing, that is what works in Jamaica. Gunmen in Jamaica and criminals in Jamaica must fear the police. If you're a good law-abiding citizen in any country, you should not fear the police. Because stop following people and let people fill things in your heads that the police is out there and the police will harm innocent law-abiding citizens. Too much of you people know this, that the police have come in your era from time to time, and who they took out? Only the undesirables. Only the menaces to the society, only the menace to your menaces to your community. That is who the police is coming for, not you, the good law-abiding citizens. The police is not coming for you. And I know that you people have realized by now that the police is not coming for you. So what you need to do now, ask yourself the question. Do I sit back? Do I take the sides of criminals by saying that the police is wrong when the police is taking out criminals? Or do I take the side of the police department? Do I take the side of the Prime Minister? Even if I'm a PNP, do I take the side of a Labour right Prime Minister? The answer is yes. You take the side of the Prime Minister that is serving, because the Prime Minister that is in office serving is your Prime Minister. Not because you never vote for him, and not because you will never vote for him or her, but that person is your Prime Minister, and you have to support the cause once it's positive for the betterment of your country. Once it can create more opportunities and create more jobs for your country, for your children. Once your children can go to school in peace and walk on the road in peace, and you can drive home in your car in peace without people robbing and unaliving you. Once the Prime Minister is supporting the police department and that is happening, then you should give thanks and you should support the Prime Minister whether you voted for him or not. And I will say this. It's not a cliche, it's my motto. It is my motto that fighting crime is not a PNP or a JLP thing. Fighting crime is a Jamaican thing. It's a collective Jamaican effort in the fight against crime and violence, so our society can be a better place. That's all.